Technology,
science,
space,
environment,
people.
places.
It's all totally awesome. Welcome to Totally Awesome. On today's show, a whole new way to take a look at the Holy Land.
Could these mummies give scientists a new insight to the afterlife?
Taking time out to ease the mind. Where? A mind gym, of course.
Proof that the humble afternoon siesta has amazing benefits on our health.
And two little guys that got off track, returning home under the watchful eye of the media.
A virtual reconstruction centre has opened in Jerusalem recently. It allows visitors to explore ancient parts of the city as they might have appeared 2,000 years ago. A highlight of the facility is a three-dimensional, real-time, visual reconstruction model of the Herodian Temple Mount, as it stood before it was destroyed in the year 17 CE, that is, Common Era, equivalent to AD. It is located at the entrance of the excavation site at the southwest corner of Jerusalem Temple Mount complex. After touring an exhibition of recently evacuated archaeological objects and viewing a video documenting 150 years of excavation in the area, visitors are led into an 8-metre high theatre where they can view a unique high-definition 10-minute digital video describing the Jewish pilgrimage during the Second Temple period. The video combines footage of the Temple Mount as it stands today and images from a virtual reconstruction model of how it would have appeared 2,000 years ago. Built by the Urban Simulation Team at UCLA and the Israeli Antiquities Authority, the model allows visitors to interact with the virtual environment and experience the atmosphere of the Temple Mount in its heyday. A scale model of the area is also on display. Archaeologist Ronnie Reach describes the centre as not only a museum, but a unique chance to experience life in Jerusalem all those years ago. He has also noted the benefits of learning on site. After we have learned a chapter in the history of Jerusalem, we can go to the site itself, which is about 50 metres just behind the building, he says. Taking a trip around Jerusalem has never held so much information and given so much to the imagination. Archaeology and computer technology combining to give us a new view of the old world.
Imagine finding out all you need to know about Egypt with the touch of a button. Now it's possible. You can sail the Nile in search of amethyst and carnelian, find a way to the depths of an Egyptian temple, and meet the goddess Tarawet and Hathor face to face. Building on the popularity of ancient Egyptians, this museum's educational multimedia unit has unveiled a new website aimed specifically at school children in years 5 and 6 and their teachers. The website contains information about life, culture, benefits and practices in ancient Egypt, using objects from the museum's collections, animation and 3D models. Each story is structured in 3 ways: a narrative story, a self-guided exploring tour, and an interactive challenge. There is also an area for teachers, referred to as a staff room, containing resources and including background information, discussion topics, worksheets, and classroom activities. It is a great idea and incorporates new technology to bring the museum's collections and its educational expertise to a worldwide audience.
It has been described by archaeologists as the most magnificent and complete discovery uncovered in recent times. Egyptian authorities have revealed tombs containing 11 mummies near the Bahrainian oasis, 338 kilometres southwest of Cairo. The mummies are about 1800 years old, we were told. They belong to one family and are in good condition. One which has particularly caught the imagination of the experts is that of a 3-year-old child lying next to the mummy of his father and mother. It has a mask with the drawing of a child who appears to be crying. Some of the mummies have plaster casts bearing paintings of the gods of the afterlife. The Iniquities Council said archaeologists also found the tombs of the parents of the mayor of Bahrain during the period of Pharaoh Amosis II, who ruled from 570 to 526 BC. The tombs contain sarcophagi, more than 240 small sculptures, and an amulet of pure gold representing a son of the pharaonic god Horus. The state's chief archaeologist for the area, Zahi Hawass, said the find would reveal important information about their belief in the afterlife. He also explained how the limestone sarcophagus of the mayor's wife was also found this year, and beside it were 220 small statuettes, which may answer the question about the descendants' hope for the afterlife. In the past 2 years, dozens of mummies have been found in the Bahrainian area. It is believed that no less than 10,000 sarcophagi are buried in the Valley of the Gold Mummies. With careful evacuation, this latest discovery may be available for all to see in the museum. Along with the statues, there's a whole world of information about the Egyptians and their belief in the afterlife that scientists hope to discover.
A worldwide race is on to harness the cancer-busting properties of the pawpaw and other members of the custard apple family. It's thought that natural compounds found in minute quantities in the fruit could provide effective treatments for cancer. Recently, scientists have been looking to natural produce to find cures for sickness and disease. In the search for a more effective treatment for cancer, their interest is turning to the humble pawpaw.
So what was the yield? Do you know any
Scientists have found that the highly toxic compounds from the seeds, fruit and twigs of pawpaws and other members of the custard apple family are very effective in killing cancer cells.
To make the epoxide.
Here at Southampton University, scientists are studying molecules of the pawpaw and building artificial replicas that are able to kill cancer cells, while at the same time reducing the toxicity to normal healthy cells. The promise of this pioneering work is that it will be effective against cancer cells that have become resistant to conventional chemotherapy. The scientists point out that it will be many years before the work could produce cures for the many different forms of cancers. But their research will go on, and with even a little knowledge, their discoveries are moving in the right direction to find a cure. For the moment though, the green light is on for eating up those pawpaws every chance you get.
For many, escaping the pressures of day-to-day work or school means going home for a good night rest. Well, what if you could take a break from it all during office hours? Could a couple of minutes rest and regeneration make you more productive? That's the theory being put to test at this office complex. It's converting its coffee break into a karma break. At the heart of the international business world, a place of peace has been set up for jet-lagged general managers and manic marketing executives. It's called the Mind Gym. Complete with lava lamps, blue lights and waterfalls, this room takes away the stress of the day and allows you to unwind and forget for just one moment. You can even have a relax in a massage chair to help clear the mind for a few minutes and alleviate stress. The problem now seems getting people back to work. I mean, who really wants to leave? The employees have to be careful not to start snoring and give themselves away. But really, the Mind Gym is proving popular and could improve productivity in the workplace. I think it now should be tested in the school place.
Frederick Eimer looks like a normal 7-year-old. Yet he's about one of 300,000 gifted children who are intellectually ahead of their years. A new institute is working to help teachers recognise talented children and work out new ways to keep them occupied in class and prevent them from becoming bored and disruptive. When he was at school, Frederick felt unchallenged and he was bored. He didn't have any real friends who could share his hobbies away from school, which was playing the piano and violin, and solving difficult mathematical problems on his computer. His teacher, Roswitha Albert, said that children who are unchallenged by classwork can become disruptive and influence the other children with their naughty behaviour. Frederick found the work very easy and was finishing problems quickly, so he went into a different class. Since he was a baby, Frederick was different from others in his age group. He began walking and talking at an early age and could read and write even before he began attending school, a year early. His parents, teachers and Frederick all agreed that the solution to his problems was for him to move up a year into the class of older children. So far, the age difference between Frederick and his classmates in the higher grade has been okay. In fact, Frederick is more motivated than ever. School has become a challenge again, and he's really enjoying it. Frans Joseph Monks, a professor at a university in the Netherlands, has spent years studying the behaviour of our gifted and talented children. He has developed methods to make their life easier and helped to establish a new institute for research of the gifted in Germany recently. About 2.5% of all children, or about 300,000 kids in Germany alone, have an IQ of 130 or higher. That means they're smart. This can be daunting for teachers who must teach classes to normal children and also attempt to keep the gifted children interested. Recently, the Institute began offering courses for teachers who can learn how to identify gifted children and how to react to them. In addition, the Institute offers advice to parents of gifted kids. With understanding, parents and teachers can guide these very special children into a challenging and fun new world.